one of the most important things that I've ever learned when it comes to dealing with negative emotions is to turn on myself, turn myself in. If you got somebody you're trying to protect from the law, you don't turn them in, right? But if you got somebody that did something bad and well, the right thing to do, turn them in. In your case, you need to turn yourself in. You don't need to hide. You don't need to protect yourself. You don't need to guard yourself. Turn yourself in and say, guilty, I did it. Listen, I'm worrying. I'm anxious about the dumbest stuff. I can't shake it. I don't want to protect myself. I don't care for feeling bad about it. I know I need to change. Here I am. I throw myself on the mercy of the court. Let's deal with this stuff. Don't protect it anymore. Come out with your hands up and surrender. Just call yourself for what you are. Don't feel bad about it. It's not your identity. It's just a habit. That's all it is. It is a habit of mind. It's not who you are. It's just a behavior and a way of thinking that you've acquired over time. Don't take possession of it anymore, because you can change it. You can lose it. And if the worry identified you as who you are, then you can't ever change it, because it's who you are. No, it's not who you are. It's a learned behavior. It's a mental habit, and you can change it. You can get rid of it. And again, as I alluded to in the last episode, we were talking about the sense of worry and the sense of control, because worry, as I said, is rooted in the feeling that we don't have control. Again, it's a feeling. It's a sense that we have. You don't feel like you have a sense of control. You do feel like you have a sense of worry. But worry or control, as I mentioned, are not correspondent necessarily to the circumstances, and we're not concerned about that. I use the example of going to a doctor because you have some sort of pain or something, and the doctor is not worried about it. You're worried about it. But the doctor may or may not know what the ultimate outcome is. It may be something that turns bad. But the issue is not reality, because we don't know what the future holds yet. We don't know what's going to happen. So the objective when it comes to worry or anxiety is to minimize the negative emotion of worry while increasing the positive emotion of control. Right? We want to minimize the negative emotion of worry and increase your sense of control. And sense is the key word here. It's not actually real. It's just a sense. Perception, right? I've used this example before, but here I have the circular lens cap to the camera that I'm using, and it is a circle, right? If I put this flat on the table, or you look at it from here, for example, it is a circle, right? A perfect circle. If I turn it slightly, it is not a circle anymore, is it? Turn it more, it is not a circle anymore, is it? It is what now? It is an ellipse. It's an ellipse, an oval type shape. Circle, oval. Well, did the objective reality of its shape change? No. What changed? The view, right? So the view can be distorted. The perception of something can be distorted. So you have to keep that in mind, that everything that we experience and encounter in our life is just like that lens cap. We determine how we see it. So if I show you the lens cap that's always at an angle like this, why is it that you never forget that it's a circle? Why is it that you don't worry, oh my God, it's suddenly become an oval? How did CJ transform it to an oval? No, you never do that. Why? Because you will always tell yourself rationally, well, it's a circle. It's a lens cap. I've seen lens caps before. They are circles. So it doesn't matter how many times I show you it at this angle, you're never going to stop believing it's a circle. It's just a sense issue. So we got to get you to that place in terms of your worry. Because no matter what, again, whatever you face in life, you will face based on perception. And as the old saying goes, perception is what? Reality. So, this is why oftentimes I try not to be, I try because sometimes I fail. I try not to be too harsh with people who comment because I realize that if they're coming from an opposing perspective and they're getting emotional about it, man, that's their perception, right? That perception is their reality. I can't change that. I can't, I can talk to them over time and hopefully convince them that the oval they see is actually a circle or vice versa. But their perception is their reality. They're not trying to be uncool. They're just defending what they believe, just like I want to defend what I believe. So again, perceptions are just that. They are distortions about what is actually real. We don't know ultimately what's actually real, what the ultimate outcomes are going to be. So all we want to do is control our sense perception. Again, minimizing the worry and increasing the sense of control. Because the more you feel empowered, the more you feel that you are in control, the less you are going to worry. The less you're going to worry. So if you have something that you know you need to do or get done, if you have a business, if you have a job, if you have you want to make a career change, relationship issues, whatever, kids, whatever you're concerned about health-wise, if you're not taking steps, you're going to worry. You can't defeat worry without action. Something needs to move forward. Steps need to be taken. And I think that's one of the main reasons why, as I said before, we make our situations worse. There are legitimate things to be worried about, but why make them worse with a lack of planning and action? This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.